Hey everybody. The day has arrived, the 2-year anniversary of Chess with Patrick's journey to 2000, where I've been playing a game of chess every day and putting it on YouTube for folks to watch and tracking my progress on chess.com, and I'm starting to learn from those who subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I typically record myself playing, talk through the moves that I'm making, and in the background you hear some pretty calm ambient music going on. In the 1-year anniversary, I attempted to play the piano and play chess at the same time, and I'm going to repeat that in today's video. I'm going to try again. Last year it ended in a draw, and it's not as easy as it sounds. Actually, it doesn't sound easy at all, but it's harder than it actually sounds. So before I click the button to see who I'm playing today, I wanted to take a moment to just reflect on the progress that I've made over the last 2 years, what I have learned, what I feel I haven't learned quite yet, and what the plan is moving forward. So I'll pause the video here and cut over to me in my normal place of business to walk through those stats. All right, let's jump into the stats here. If we go to all time, you can see my journey over the last 2 years. How in the first few months it was really calibrating what my rating would be. I started off as 1100. It spiked all the way up to 15 something and then settled at the 1400 range. And then in 2023, I had a decline that was pretty significant, getting all the way back down to 1269. I remember this, and if you've been following this journey, this was a very painful period. But as with all things, there's ebbs and flows, and from there I had a pretty steady upward trend going. I was pretty excited about my progress, and then in the spring of last year peaked at around mid 1500s. Then in the summer of last year had another decline where I've lost maybe 10 games in a row at one point, and then since then saw another steady increase heading into the holidays of last year. However, since the new year I've been very flat. And so if you look at this data, you would think, okay, this guy's not improving at all. However, I'm ranked within the top 4% of, I wouldn't say top 4% of chess players, but I would say top 4% of chess profiles on chess.com. So not too bad. But when I look at the puzzles, I did have a time where I was trying to increase my puzzle rating, and I got all the way up to 2600, and have stopped doing puzzles. And one of the things I've started doing instead of puzzles is started playing a lot of Blitz. And I actually did make a New Year's resolution that I wouldn't play any more Blitz. And I think I didn't follow through on that New Year's resolution. I've been playing Blitz a lot, and I think I'm using the 2-year anniversary date as a date to stop playing Blitz again. The reasons are, I think it's very addicting. I find myself reaching for my phone, getting a quick game of chess in. I do so while I'm listening to meetings during work, while I'm doing chores around the house, while I might be watching TV. And it's just one of these things where if you're dual screen mode, there's a lot going on up here. You can't really focus on the elements that I think I need to focus on to improve from here on out. I do think I have improved in certain areas. I know general principles of chess. I know that you need to control the center of the board. I know that knights usually come out before bishops. I know you're not supposed to move the same piece twice in the opening. I know you're supposed to castle early. I know that the rooks like to be connected and they like to be on open files or semi-open files. So moving the queen as the last pit of development is crucial. I know the rooks also like to go on the 7th or the 2nd rank. They're very powerful there. And in the end game, I know the king needs to be in the center of the board. So all of these things I've learned since starting this journey. I've also, for the most part, learned the openings that I play. I play the Vienna, I play Carlsen, I play the Close Sicilian. And for the most part, I can get through move 10 without any mistakes. Every once in a while, I catch a weird line that I've never seen before and I don't know how to play, and I'll make a mistake. But for the most part, I'm pretty good in the openings. And that's a direct result of this journey. Now, it doesn't reflect in my rating because of where I think my biggest weakness is the middle game tactics and end games and time management. So as I move forward, I think when the coaching series kicks off, and I've actually had my first coaching session today, so here's a little preview of what that looks like. A subscriber by the name of Dennis has helped me out in my first coaching series session. I'm going to be focusing on those areas, tactics, end games, and time management, all hoping to see this this chart go up and to the right here in my 3rd year. With that said, I do have a few other coaches that have expressed interest in helping me out, and so I'll be teeing those up, all culminating to this one specific coach that I'm excited to work with. And I don't want to give too much away because it's kind of a mystery and a surprise right now. We're still working out the details. But she is a woman grandmaster who has agreed to join my channel and help coach me and help my improvement. And so more details to follow on that. I'll probably drip out little clues here over the next few weeks of videos to hint at who that person is. But I'm really excited to have a woman grandmaster coach me on this channel. The things I know I need to work on, like I said, middle game tactics, end games, obviously avoiding double pawns, backward pawns, certain pawn structures, isolated pawns. That's a weakness of mine. I don't have the visibility of that in the games. But yeah, I think I just want to say thank you to everybody who's taken part in this journey with me. I know a lot of you do spend a good amount of your own time with comments in the comments section, offering advice, and to that I'm very grateful. And with that, I'll probably ask one question before we play the game is, should I start learning a new opening? For those of you who have stuck around for the last 2 years, I understand the music has been a little bit repetitive. I've switched that up recently. But I also tend to think that watching the same opening day after day can be a little repetitive as well. So I'll drop a little survey in the community section of YouTube with a question of, should I change my opening? And if subscribers say yes, I'll probably post another question to see which opening everybody wants me to learn. Okay, back to the game. And let's see who I'm playing today. Ah, yes. What is that? Black Rocket? Black Rocket, ladies and gentlemen. The Carlsen defense. How do they know I play the Carlsen? I've got an exchange here in the middle, so I'm going to get my knight out. I think that actually helps sometimes. Guess what song that is just by the chords? You get extra bonus points. You get a free year membership with chesswithpatrick.com. Which, by the way, little fact, I've actually purchased the domain chesswithpatrick.com. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. Maybe somebody can drop a suggestion in the comments here. Oh, fascinating. Okay. I'm gonna do this, and then if they move the knight, oh, yeah, if they try and take that. Let's see here, they sacrifice. No, they won't do that because I can take the bishop. But I think I will, contrary to normal operating procedure, I will block this bishop in because I think in the exchange it's okay. Oh man, this stinks. Did I just... Oh, I just blundered. I can't take this because they get the fork. What did I do? I don't think this is a blunder yet, is it? It can't be. Alright, let's just get down here. Oh man, what am I getting myself into? This is a horrible idea. I have horrible time management as it is. But here I am, already move 7, and I'm... song. I might put out a quest to say who can name all the songs that I'm playing in this 2-year anniversary video. All right, it's tempting to take this. I think I will. exchange here. I don't like the idea of isolating this pawn. The queen doesn't pose a threat other than doubling the attack here. But then after castles, I might... Yeah. Let's do this. Defend that. The castle queen side, they've got the rook on this open file now. Maybe we'll go for the queen exchange now. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, let's do this. They develop knight, I develop knight. And then they try to attack the knight, but it's not a pin. So I could go here. Or I could just move the knight. Wouldn't move it anyway though. Let's do this. Let's see, that castle, they take here, I take back, they take this. So, shrink. And then I castle. Interesting pawn push there. Let's see, get some space here. And if they take, I'm taking, which attacks the knight. I've got defense here. Okay. If I kick this bishop, I can trap it here. It's risky exposing my king like that, but take, and take, Hmm. I think this is my move. They take the bishop. I'm recapturing back. The isolated pawns scare me a bit. Here's the move to prevent the knight from doing anything too crazy on these squares. Obviously, take. I get the open file, but I doubt. Black Rocket, I never even said you're 1546 out of the United States of America. Alright, it's time to start pushing these pawns. I think I gotta get these pawns to dark squares and defend them somehow. But do I kick the knight first? I could do that. The knight goes here. Oh no, this backward pawn. Ah! Silly me. Well, now I gotta move this bishop for sure. Backward pawns. Let's see here. How can I fix this situation? Oh, and then they're gonna go here. Wait, can I come down and check? Maybe. I think I see a crazy tactic here. Ah, but they got this pawn. That's okay. Maybe it is a little bit too ambitious to. Take this. And then check. Let's see. Ooh. This is gonna work, but I'm running out of time. Folks, I hope you like. I don't see a way out. I can go for this guy. There is a back rank threat too. After takes, check. Oh, there's a bug on my screen here. I am playing from my garage this evening. That's not gonna be fun because this pawn. Let's just push this pawn. Simple. Keep it simple. Fascinating. We might want to. They got two passed pawns over there. It's it's time to start singing the song. But it's time to start singing it. I ran out of time. Oh, oh no! I wasn't even paying attention. What a way to end. What a way to end the second year anniversary chess game. Let's check out the review. Good game, Black Rocket. Oh wow, super even all the way through. Even in the end, they had a one advantage. Looks like I had, what is that, 6 mistakes? Yeah, so plenty to review, but pretty even game here. I just ran out of time. Okay, the queen to a5 wasn't a horrible move. This was my horrible move, blocking my bishop and then allowing for that. All right, let's see. Instead of that move, what could I have done? Knight out? And it still allows for that move. best move is to go back and prevent this knight from taking. That makes sense now. Hindsight's always 20/20. They take, brilliant move, they come back, I take, and after a series of inaccuracies on their side, I get to this point where I make this mistake. My hunch was that they take, and I take back, and that's really good for me. It evens the game, but obviously they know this, so they're not going to take. Instead, they make this miss. They should have just gone queen to g3. Probably preparing for something like this. And the rook still has the open file, which would be pretty killer. But with this move, I'm able to do the exchange that I want and develop as I want, and it's all good. It's an even game here. Completely even. Inaccuracy there, but yeah, I think the inaccuracy was because they could take here and split up my pawns. I had that move in mind, but I'm like, that's way too far out there, and it's easily kicked. Here, then maybe I go, I check, and then they can come back. Ooh, and I could even offer up this exchange, and if they go here, then I can sneak back in here. Okay. Okay, well, trading pieces off the board, push the pawn. Yeah, okay. So best moves was this bishop to c5 move. But connecting the pawn chain on this side, exposing my king, was not ideal. I didn't really have any other plans, though. In my head, I was like, okay, well, if I might need to defend this pawn, I might need to defend these pawns. This is a backward pawn. This pawn push was actually okay. I thought it was a bad one because it opened up this backward pawn right across from the rook. But instead of this move, pushing the pawn, probably getting the pawn to the e4 square and then closing off the chain that way could have been a better way to play it. Attack the bishop, I exchange rooks, forcing the king. And this is where I kind of lost it. I had this plan of covering the squares, maybe here, and then checking, and then forcing the king out. Yeah, here, and then maybe, I don't know. And then the rook comes over. I attack the rook, which didn't make any sense because the rook can move. Maybe I forgot that. Maybe in the moment I was playing too much piano and I forgot the rook could actually move again. Pushing that pawn earlier. Yeah. So I eventually do push the pawn after we exchange these. Okay, and it's even game here. But I push the pawn and it's a mistake. Should have gone after the isolated pawns on their end without letting their rook get to it. But after, again, probably, yep, rook c8. Yep. And then I attack the rook instead of getting my rook up in their territory and probably coming at it like this. They take, we have an exchange, and they're favored by 1 on the eval bar until I just ran out of time, which I apologize. That was very, very anticlimactic, especially for the 2-year anniversary. But yeah. I'm just laughing because I've got these windows in my garage door, and I would love to just see what it looks like from my street and what my neighbors could see if they were to look in. Just some middle-aged guy in his sport coat at a piano, staring at a laptop with a with a camera right over there, and this weird lamp thing over there. I don't know. I'm tired. Anywho, happy 2 years. For those of you who have been with me on my journey, thank you so much. It's been a really fun experiment, and I don't have any signs of slowing down. I'm still strapped for time to a certain extent, but I think I can use my time a little bit more wisely to improve over the next year. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.